Okay, guys, I hope you can see me. I hope you can hear me. It's kind of breezy out here. We got some wild parrots somewhere around here. I can tell by their sound. Some other birds too. Um, anyway, and not to mention motorcycles. So, anyway, hello, family, friends, acquaintances, strangers. Um, it's a beautiful day here. I decided I was going to stop right now and talk to you. It's been raining all day. It's beautiful right now. Um, and I want to talk to you while I'm this close to the beach, and while it's not raining right now. So I just want to just make a quick video to sort of explain myself. I those of you who see my Facebook page on a regular, um, you know that I've been making some posts about the war in Gaza, what's been happening over there. And I have friends who are staunch Zionists, and I have friends who are not. Several of my friends who are Zionists have totally abandoned me, and I understand why. I used to be a Zionist myself. I totally get it. Because they really strongly believe you have to support Israel no matter what, no matter what, no matter what. I thought like that 40 years ago, honestly. And maybe a little bit more recent than that, maybe 35 years ago. But anyway, I'm committed to world peace. I'm committed to people being treated with decency, with equality, with freedom, having their own freedom, and I don't care who they are. I'm not a guy who's like, well, this is good for the Jews, or this is good for the blacks, or this is good. No, this is for everybody. This world that we all live in, on this ball that's speeding through space, this is our home. We don't have another one, at least not as of yet. I know they're working on it, but right now we don't. So we have to figure out a way to coexist. It can be done. And I know I've been told, oh, that's a Pollyanna attitude to have. You got to live in the real world, the here and now. You can't live with these people. You can't, there's people that no matter what, you pursue peace and they'll fight you. I just don't believe that, because I know that has been the has been the mantra, so to speak, throughout history of reasons for why we have to go to war, why we have to wipe people out. I just don't agree. I don't agree. I think history has borne out that that's not the case. So what I stand for is not the total devastation of Israel. Now I know people say that. Let's say I've been told that. Okay, this is what you stand for. No, I stand for an Israel that has freedom, justice, and equality for everybody. If you live within those borders, you should have the same as everybody else who lives in those borders. There should be no tier system of equality. Some people are more equal than others, so to speak. And the reason I stand for that is because I am Jewish. I have committed my life to the principles of Judaism, okay? And the principles of Judaism say that this is the way the world is supposed to function. Now, I know there are people who will disagree with that too, because see, there's not just one type of Judaism. For those of you who don't know, there are many sects of Judaism. It's a sectarian faith. And so you'll have some who say there should be nothing but Jewish supremacy. Supremacy. Now they won't tell you that. They won't say that to your face, but they believe that. And then there's a whole spectrum in between. And there's those who say at the other end of that spectrum that there's no difference between Jew and non-Jew in the eyes of God. So okay, I'm on that really far. Well, this is my right hand, so let's say I'm on that left end of the spectrum. Okay, that's where I am. So wiping out Israel, destroying Israel, that's not my purpose for my posts. What I'm trying to do is bring people together. I'm trying to bring, I just really quickly, I was born and raised in and around Chicago. all right? We have a huge Palestinian population in Chicago, gigantic, all right? I'd go there frequently. I've had lunch there. I've shopped there, just sat around and chewed the fat there with people, um, and I visited mosques. Okay, they know I'm Jewish. Yeah, I'm not dressed like this when I go all the time. I'll have on my kippah, or they'll see my Star of David, or in this case, I'm wearing menorah. Yeah, yeah, all of that is visible. They don't care. All right, they don't care because I'm coming to them as a human being, treating them like human beings. This is what has to happen. So, okay, uh, I can't go into a whole thing about how to make this all happen, how to make all the bad stuff go away and bring in only the good stuff, because this video, I only want it to be 5 minutes. We're already at 6. So, and I just want to make it clear because I've lost so many friends, and that's okay. They have to do their thing, you know. This is not a woe is me. I'm not, you know, I'm not that guy who says I don't care that I lost friends. I do. I like my friends. That's why we were friends. But they've chosen to go another way, and I've chosen to stay the path that I've been on since I came to Judaism. All right. When I was at the Bima, okay, that's for you who don't know, that's the sort of raised table that we put the scrolls on when we read the Torah. When I was at the Bima, the men who welcomed me to Judaism, who reached out their hands, well, some were in wheelchairs, so they reached out their hands. They had the tattoos from the Nazis, okay, from the death camps, from the concentration camps. They had them on their arms. They reached up to me, or reached out to me, and shook my hand and welcomed me to the tribe, as they said. Welcome to the tribe, and welcome to the fight. Okay, that's what they told me. Not every single one, you know, but that's what they told me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm here. And the other thing they told me was that from now on I have to stand for the principles. I can't just say I'm Jewish. I have to walk the walk. See, I don't want to just talk the talk. And that's why I find it hard to go to synagogues now, because I go to synagogues now and I sit there at Kiddush, which is the meal that we have after services. I sit there with the people and I hear all this stuff about how we have to keep bombing, but we need the hostages back. Well, we're probably killing them while we're bombing. I don't know how come that doesn't register, but I think that could very well be the case. Anyway, we're going on to 8 minutes now. I'm going to stop this. This is not a leave Britney Spears alone, you know, video, in which case I guess I'd be Britney. I'm just saying I wanted to make my position clear. I don't hate anybody. I'm not a hater. People who know me, they'll tell you, you know, I'm just not a hater. I'm not that type of guy. So anyway, you guys, you know, have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful week, and you know, let's just stay in touch. Okay, bye.